What is up, guys? I am prepared for another truly spectacular day of Dota 2, and I hope you are as well. I have big plans to just do better than I've done before. Easier said than done, I know, but I have faith. We're going up. Last time we gained 26 MMR? 25 MMR. We gained 25 MMR last time we played, so I mean, it's not too unrealistic to think that we could gain more MMR than that. You know, it's pretty reasonable, I would think, and it seems as if my sound is fantastic. I was having a little trouble with Moobot, but that's good too. All right, 3,293. We're just short of 3,300. Let's go. I'm just short of level 500 in the battle pass, so I'm pretty happy about that too. I have tokens to spare, so that'll be all it takes, and I'll get that. I suppose I'd like to get this, so that's like a minor goal. That's kind of meh. I guess I'd like that too. That's pretty much it, though. Everything else is pretty worthless to me. I guess I'll use these if I get them. I don't remember how long we have. I think we have a little bit into September, so I guess I'll just use them rapidly. So if we get to 555, that'd be cool, but we're obviously at 499, so we have 56 levels to go. Quests, I did some of them while we were gone. I got the pure damage with Pudge. I think I got another one somewhere else, but no big deal either way. I'm pretty happy, you know. Now that means I can try to play as Ogre at some point. We'll see. Oh, absolutely. We need that 21 MMR. We need more than 21 MMR. We have to go. We have to keep going. I can't accept it for, you know, just being small gains. We're doing only big gains. October. That'd be cool. I know people need time to play the Siltbreaker Act 2, so makes sense. I should probably gesture towards it if I'm going to say that. That makes sense. Well, I actually have to go to Naga Siren real quick. Last time I was playing, like an hour ago or so, I got a Naga Siren item, and I should probably equip it. I got an inscribed golden riptide. I know nothing about it, but it's what, main weapon, so it's this little thing here. No, it's actually this one right here. That Naga Siren's left-handed then. Interesting. Yep, Naga Siren is left-handed because that's the primary weapon. Wouldn't you know? A little thing, considering I have no other items for her. It looks kind of out of place. But it's better than nothing. I mean, it is inscribed, so got the little wards purchase thing, as if I'm going to buy wards on Naga Siren. Thanks, but no thanks. I had a pretty good game as Pudge earlier today, just a regular pub game. I was a roaming Pudge, and I did some work. I was pretty happy. We had a good team in general. Mostly people I know here. I play with every once in a while. But I did some serious damage for my team. As you can see, I actually bought some support items, which made me pretty happy. You know, I tried to help out where I could. I would have bought more, but Arcada was actually all over it. You know, it was like basically just buy other stuff. That's what he said. And I was like, okay, cool. Works for me. I don't like to buy support items anyway, so. We know who we're banning. Does everybody remember? No more Venomancers. I hate them being on my team. I'm not having it. Alright, let's see who we're going to have. All those bans are ridiculous except Invoker, which I understand. Alright, got some people who are friendly off the bat. They're introducing. Not introducing, but they're giving some sort of acknowledgement of the rest of the team. I like it. I don't play as TA very often. TA is pretty strong right now. The range is really a killer, but refraction is so strong. You know what I don't know? Can this be purged? No. No, it can't. Look at that. Well, good. Thank you. I can't dispel the trap, but I'm not too worried about it. We have a Veno. Why? Why couldn't I have had Veno banned? Pretty bad against Ogre, actually. I might want to switch my pick here. But I need a late game hero because I need to do some damage. I need to be somewhat of a long-lasting hero.
5 seconds remaining.
Okay, Storm would be good here. Crystal Maiden gives me a lot of mana regen. I just can't even believe that I got a Venom, of course. I was wondering how many heroes had F at the beginning of their name. Just one. It's not even his name, if you want to consider it that way. Just title more. Alright. I don't know where all these people think they're going to go, but... AM's pretty good against Storm.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yep. Better pick now.
My King's okay. That's a problem. That is a problem. We should have picked AM faster. Who's good here? This is such a rough match. Silence is fine. Guap's not so good.
5 seconds remaining.
I have pure damage. I'll end up with some pure damage to hurt AM. I think this is a better decision because
Let's see what they have off lane first.
I'm going to be able to ruin Storm's lane. That's what we need. We need him to lose.
Because if they have some shit in there...
And since I don't need to buy a Blink Dagger because I'm Quap, unlike the Puck idea, I can buy other things. I actually like that set a lot better. That's just a better set. I'm sad now. Timber. Yeah. Clinks is okay. It's okay. I mean, he's strong later against Storm until Storm gets his either Yules or Lincolns. Because he's going to come and, you know...
I was thinking about the CK.
CK is not great. Magnus would ruin him. Gives cleave to whoever, so Anti-Mage will have cleave even without his Battle Fury, or cleave with his Battle Fury, so extra damage. So he'll just attack like once and all of the illusions will die. I considered playing OD, but there's too much disable. It's going to kill me. I don't have a ton of faith in this game, but we're going to do our best. I didn't buy items because I wasn't sure what I wanted. No thanks. Well, actually, I have to build. I have to bet tokens.
I definitely think aggro trialing is great. CM works really well with Clinks. For the mana, you can just spam your arrows. But you'll probably be against Magnus and maybe Silver, I guess. And Clinks is pretty.
All right, I'm glad somebody gave me some tangos. I'm gonna have a lot of regen for my health.
For the CM and a Venom and a Monkey King, you get one root. I'll get my Jingu going.
Brutal, savage, wrecked.
Oh, excuse me. All right. Let's do what we can, friends.
30 seconds to battle.
Yeah, we can go. I'm fine with that. Do it.
He's gonna have blink,
I don't know
so
when he's skilled. We can make him skill blink though. Alright, nice. I'll take this rune, Fox. Go get your mid rune.
Let's get moving.
Oh shit, they're fighting. Oh, looks like they're tri-laning.
this might go poorly. Oh, Monkey King's got his passive, which means he's gonna live for a while anyway. He's still got another hit in him, so. Storm's got some burst healing with the fairy fires. I don't want him to feel comfortable in saving them. It's 4 damage he gets from that. And unfortunately, he's actually outlasting me right now because he's doing a lot. 64, I'm doing 58. The 6 damage difference is actually quite brutal.
That's okay.
Storm's already suffering. He can't handle the Q. It does too much damage.
Like saying kill potential.
Because Ogre's going to be here a lot, I might as well just decide I'm going to take Blink now, just for the extra safety, because I'm going to need it. I don't really care much about what he has to do here. That was really dumb. I didn't mean to do that. I misclicked. I might pay for this. Let's let him know that. He's... It is what it is, you know? Although, if he's alone, he's dead. Okay. He's backing. This does a lot of damage. All I need to do is hit him with it and wait a second, and I could have killed him, but, you know, mistakes happen. As you get to be a better Dota player, you'll make mistakes less. I rarely make those kinds of mistakes, but it happens to the best of us. It screwed me, but we move on. I thought maybe I could dodge it at the last second, but it's too fast. But I don't mind pressuring Ogre the same way. He has a lot of regen, but it's still going to make it hard for him to live. Double damage Storm to last set under tower. He's got a lot of money for getting first blood. 1 hit, no big deal. I'm doing a lot more damage to him with that passive. And he can't bottle up during it, so it makes him very uncomfortable.
So, Benno, if you just come top and get out of the jungle after a couple levels, we literally will dominate this AM.
Ogre lives here, so there better be
There's nothing.
movements happening across the map.
I don't think Benno's gonna... Alright.
Cool.
No worries. Sorry. I didn't see how low you were.
I think that in this particular game, I don't need the mana boots. I think that Treads is better. I know that the Storm is eagerly awaiting me to be aggressive because the Ogre is probably still in range. I'm going to not let him get the advantage that way.
I'll fucking touch Ogre. Ogre's coming top. Storm might be coming top too. Storm's up here with the haste, guys.
take advantage of him not being in lane by missing a ton of last hits, because obviously that's how we take advantage. Jeez, this particular game is already, I'm already making a bunch of misplays, and it's hurting my lane significantly.
Oh wow, totally worth.
They got Storm for me, so that really helps my lane out. Remember not to cast a spell on somebody right when they come into lane, unless you think you can kill. So he's about to come into lane. I'm not going to bother casting anything on him, because he still has a second or two of Fountain Regen. Now I'll cast on him.
Magnus is missing.
Storm's already not feeling good. That's the pressure I need just to keep him away from me. I'm just telling him that him staying in this lane isn't going to happen. If I was Puck, I'd be having a much rougher time here. So I'm definitely glad for the Quap pick. I'd go try to contest Rune, but honestly, I don't need it myself. And the chances I stop him are kind of a, crapshoot. So it's not even worth it. Because if I fail to stop him, it's a waste of my time. I'm not getting as much as I gain here with free farm. He does have DD. He is able to dodge stuff, so I want to be careful about what I use to hurt him. It is pretty annoying. I do feel a little bit bad for him. This is a very crappy matchup. Storm suffers in this matchup tremendously so. He's probably going to go get use his shrine and then leave.
Over's coming up here. I'm not seeing more from here now.
I'm just trying to take advantage of everything I can. That's that full damage. He now has his ult. He didn't have it before. The cooldown goes down, but you don't really want to stack it because it just refreshes. There's no extra damage except the hit itself.
Sorry.
He's been out lane a lot, so I'm getting a significant XP advantage. This is actually him losing lane, even though I gave up first blood. It is completely shifted back in my favor. Now I'll send... He tried to be super aggressive there, and I actually don't know why. He has a regen, I guess. He might die for it if I'm lucky, but probably not. That's very unfortunate that he killed me again. He's basically equalized it now. Clings Windviz, I'm very impressed. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is an Orchid for Storm. Oh, nice. The mana.
Yo, AM's definitely just in jungle, I guess.
She's on the butt.
Just trying to get a little bit of farm there. I knew that I'd get most of those. I definitely need to level up my Blink next. The cooldown is just too ridiculous. No bottle for him.
I don't know if you're
You can kill Oracle.
That was worth it to me. To ensure 100% that Ogre died and not having to chase far enough that would be dangerous. I could take that. Least I could do is make it painful for him. I've heard his ability to safely farm now. We traded a tower for a tower, and they got the better tower, but we also got 3 kills for it. So, who really won the exchange? Nice. They got a couple kills there. We lost Crystal Maiden, but we got, I think, 2 more kills. Alright, now my blink is on a very, very good cooldown.
I'm coming.
Well, it's still on cooldown, which is very sad, but...
There's no creep. I have to eat the creep.
Dead. It's a nice try, though. That Monkey King will probably be alive.
Fucked up.
Monkey King is a very survivable hero with his ability to jump into trees.
I've almost
Storm.
got death, so I'm not gonna try to do much.
Storm is a very good counter to it, but you don't do so much.
Yep. Kill Ogre.
That's pretty painful. It's okay though, we just lost Crystal Maiden. It's not a big deal. Level 10 for Monkey King. I guess we decided it probably wasn't an ideal time to smoke.
Down to smoke.
They're all missing from the map.
Anyone else need smoke? Or sorry.
Extra 90 pure damage is actually quite a lot.
The bottom.
And even though Ogre is tanky, he still can't take that very easily. He'll die if he comes too far forward. Storm waited for me, which is very
I
sad.
have to eat the creep.
He's put a lot of levels into his stun, which makes me very sad because he really shouldn't. It shouldn't work.
Someone might be coming in from over here.
I did weaken Storm and Ogre, but not enough, obviously.
Heal. Worth it.
Oh, we have a Veno, I forgot. He has assists, so that's nice. He has a Midas Veno, though, which I hate. Hate is actually too weak of a word. I despise. I just think in most cases it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? We didn't have so good of an early game that he could really afford it too much.
What the fuck are they together? Fuck that shit. What the fuck?
A little bit afraid of going near Storm.
Down to push mid. They're pushing top like this. Push mid.
Go.
We should be able to take advantage of this. Alright, that's down. Good for us. We got all tier 1s. We still have one left, so to win. I don't know where he thinks we're going to go with it, but sure.
Go back to it.
Magnus is better because AM's probably just going to get away. No way he's getting away. Good job to Clinks. Does he have an Orchid? He does. I'll have my Orchid briefly. And I'm going to actually build a Lincoln's next because I really need to not get Orchided. Just that simple. I just need to not get Orchided. Nice, Clinks. He's doing work. This has definitely been a good decision. Actually do more damage than Clinks does, which is funny. Before his Searing Arrows. We have 2 Orchids now.
Yeah, they're rewarding the woods.
There it is. There's my... Oh my god. I I leveled up.
Fuck,
Their smoke's way better than our smoke. Thanks, Tristan Maiden, though. Now they don't have the wards. Let's get some pushing done on the tower. I wish Monkey King can actually stay and hit it. I know it's kind of rough, but it would have been nice.
They have a sentry in here.
Is BKB or Lincoln better here for me? I think maybe Lincoln's the Orchid.
Oh.
We'll make sure the tower goes down, though. I missed with my Orchid. Another ridiculously bad play. I don't know what's happening to me today. We need to get out, though. At this point, a hero for a tower isn't terrible, just because they're, you know, we're ahead in farm probably overall, thanks to Clinks. Wow, a stack, look at that. I don't want to get gangs here, so I'm just trying to play it mostly safe.
All 5 bottom.
That's not fun.
4 bottom.
Cooldown reduction is definitely next. Affects my Orchid too, so.
fuck, he's slamming crossfire. They must have sentries all over there.
Oop.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Can we defend bottom? I've got ult. If I can get one more CP.
I don't have TP.
I have 10 seconds on TP. I need a creep. I have no damage.
Good, good.
Thanks, Bob.
No problem, my man. He's right. We needed to save the bottom tower. It's a big deal. You know what I mean? The ability to save a tier 1 tower and not die for it. That's huge for us right now.
Coming top. Not too much time though.
And now I'm just making sure that pushes in. They're gonna feel a little bit uncomfortable with how little room they have bottom.
Actually gonna come in.
Now I can just march our creep wave right in. Start dealing serious damage to the tower, hopefully. 3 top. I didn't say it's my team, but I'm just noting it to you guys. There are 3 top, thus I am backing up. There's no benefit in me dying over it, basically.
Strong Spear has a gem. Gem on Storm Spear.
Yeah, fly into my ult. Ready to jump him.
Get him. Here's a gem. Play forward. Nice.
Oh, 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 oh. That was so big. That's like GG kind of territory right there.
Yeah, who wants this? I do not.
What gem?
Yeah, you want it?
No, no, no. What the hell? We don't need it.
Yeah, we
Just throw it in the
Yeah,
base.
hold on, let's just make them buy another one.
Agreed. Yet again. My team seems to know what they're doing.
Fuck. Gotta go back to base now. I can put on the first one.
And we're going to force this for all it's worth.
There it goes.
Careful button.
We've already damaged their tier 3 tower on both sides. Alrighty. I think that Axe is good here. The pure damage really screws over anti-mage, so being able to guarantee I can use it on him in a fight is pretty big. Now that I have my Lincolns, I'm not worried about Storm ruining me in one go. He could still do a lot of damage, because he could always stun first, but at least he can't get it all off. I think since I went somewhat into some attack damage, I'm going to take the increased attack range so I don't have to go anywhere near them.
There's a ward here.
Yo, hold on, I'm coming. I got Lincoln Punk for you. And this here as well.
Alright, there's going to be creeps coming soon. They're going to spawn now, so it just takes however long it takes to walk that far.
Ready to just push top? I guess we can.
Take advantage of this, just get some farm. Unless I'm in the area, there's nothing wrong with me getting some money for it.
Where are the mages?
Go high ground. We got clinks.
Oh no, the damage. I stayed because it looked like Anti-Mage was backing up anyway, so I might as well be here to help with the high ground.
Well played, guys.
I got the wave. I like Crystal Maiden getting some levels.
Wait the creep.
Gone forever. Don't think I'll get him that way, but I at least made him leave. Might as well take the shrines while we have the opportunity. Right now he's just being ticked away, so he has no ability to cast anything. That's kind of the point. Ah, he fooled me, but it's okay. It's up soon. I guess Crystal Maiden used herself. I don't know if there's a reason for it, but okay. Oh, the pain. Ha, that poor, poor hero. GG, that was quick. 34-minute game. Good start. Crystal Maiden was pretty cool. I think my tip will go to... Yeah, that's the tip. I'll just command Crystal, and I'll command Monkey King. Good players. Solid game. I will take this reward before I look at my little breakdown. Which, of course, I have everything. I always like to look to make sure I do, but I know that I do. Yep, there it is. Malefic Drake Hood. So I can recycle that. Which gives me that. That I actually kind of care about. Now I have all of the Shifty Minnow, which does make me happy. I like that. So let's take a look. 25 MMR for me. My net worth was actually pretty high. It wasn't up to the caliber of Monkey King's, I guess. He got more kills than me, and I guess he did a little bit of better farming than I did, which is understandable. I had some troubles early game. I made some mistakes. Nowhere near Clink's, because Clink's was doing work. This Midas obviously didn't pan out because it's an early game. I can't judge it too much. I can judge the decision to do it, but not the result, because the game didn't last long enough for Midas to be super profitable. So I won't even touch the net worth of Venno, because I understand it didn't really come to that. Damage-wise, we were pretty split. I was obviously less than most of my team, because I didn't get the chance to come online as much, and I wasn't in some of those fights, but we all did a lot of damage to them. For them, their only damage was Storm, and that was what made them suffer. Storm was the only one of them that had to come online, and because of that, if he dies, then they have nothing. Anti-Mage had some items. He had some farming items, but it obviously didn't really pan out. We were always on this constant updraft. I started off kind of middle of the game. Monkey King was doing great. Clinks was pretty good. They actually had a decent early game, to be honest. Wasn't terrible, but it was alright. And then progressively it just got super bad. So item choices I will criticize them for. Anti-Mage, that's fine. All understandable. Ogre. Yeah, I mean, those are fine items. All he did was buy a Glimmer Cape, you know, and then a mech. That's fine. Oracle went for a Glimmer Cape as well. 2 Glimmer Capes might be a little bit overdoing it, but we do have some magic damage, so I'm not going to really criticize too much. I will criticize maybe the rate at which Oracle got it, because he didn't buy a lot of early game wards, but it's fine. I'm sure there was a reason. It's not a big deal. Storm Spirit went Orchid first, which is beautiful. It's perfect against us. I would not have gone Bloodstone if I were him. As much as mana is a problem, he needed better early game items, because otherwise he's going to die repeatedly. And that's what happened. He finished the Bloodstone and nothing changed. I love early game Bloodstones, but it probably wasn't the game. He needed Lincoln Sphere or a Yule's. Like, I bought a Lincoln Sphere, even though I didn't really want to buy one, because we need it. You know, you need it. We both have Orchids to kill each other, so it just kind of makes sense. Magnus bought a Blink and nothing else. I don't know what was happening between these two times, but he suffered tremendously. This game is mostly a game of laning encounters and how well they go for us. I'm going to actually start queuing. Co-op, Rex, Storm Spirit. Now, they roamed some people over, and I died a couple times, which was unfortunate, but I do have the advantage in lane. So that hurts Storm a lot. It hurts his farm. Monkey King, who roamed, right? No, they were tri-lane top. So Clink solo is kind of rough, but against a Magnus, he can really crap all over him. And he had a Oracle with him, I think. Oracle can't really stop anything Clinks does, so it's kind of just pointless. That's a bad lane. In the top lane, being a tri-lane, they have a slow, a snare, a root, a slow, damage on both of them, and Monkey King, when people are next to him, he gets his buff. That's a rough lane for them. They didn't really stand a good chance at making any of that happen. Like, I don't blame them at all for it going poorly. It's because, like, look at their lane. You know, they had a safe lane Anti-Mage with Ogre, who got kind of left to help out mid because mid was suffering so much after the first blood feed. But Anti-Mage can't do anything against them. He'll never be able to get close to the creep wave safely because he'll just get consistently damaged by Venno and Crystal Maiden. And then anytime they feel like killing him, they wait till Monkey King can get point blank. Hits once, Monkey King will stun. Hit again, Crystal Maiden will root, and then he's dead because he'll take so much damage at that point. There's just not a lot he could do. So that was largely just a game of the lane matchups and them just not going well at all. I don't think that they probably should have lanes like that. Their lanes are better late game. So like late game, they have a lot more potential. You know, they have good team fight, and solo kill potential. Good team fight. He's good team fight too. We can save heroes. And decent for solo kills and team fight. We don't have a lot of that. This is our team fight. I guess a little bit me. But there was just too much going wrong early game for them to get to that point. And for once, we actually took the advantage and pushed. So that was a good thing. And I was with the team that did that.
Depends on, I mean, I feel like they're going to pick a Huskar, so we'll have to see. But yeah, pick Coddle, man. And you can outrun anybody.
I don't want to lose money.
You should not assist them. Bad idea. The 2 of us. Those first 2 picks is awful.
That's just what it is. Can't lose gold. I feel Shadow Fiend's a pretty safe pick here. Being disarmed by Oracle kind of stinks, but I can hurt one way or the other. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, can you guys pick? Like, please, I'm begging you. I love you. No, like, don't go nature. Don't go like jungle. Jungle is not.
That's why I asked if we were having a solo off.
Yes, that's why I we can have a Roman. You don't have to. Pick Coddle, dude. Pick Coddle, dude. Pick fucking Coddle. Good job. A Roamer works. You can go natures, I guess, but you'll have to like jump everyone.
Yeah.
That was the plan.
Alright, I mean, if you go then. Yeah.
Unless y'all want a different jungler. I mean, a different roamer. I mean, I could
Do I have the other
I mean, it's not-
Shadow Fiend
I like
thing?
the natures. I like the natures. I'm just saying, like, it might be greedy. That's all.
I
But
do.
If you rotate, then we'll be fine. Actually, that makes it really hard now.
Why am I not using it? What's wrong with me?
I could do roaming bounty hunter. Takes care of the clean.
It won't be done in time. I don't think it counts for this game, so I won't have these arms, but it's alright.
Oh, I guess, but Clink's gonna head hard.
I like the bounty.
Flood I wouldn't get through. I like that.
Bounty is really going to hurt Clink's ability to do anything with track. Okay, I was going to say, like, I thought the int didn't change even though I played as Quap. I was like, wait a minute. I just played that kind of hero, but we're good. I see now.
Okay, that's there. Oh boy, okay. AM's good. Life Stealer's good. Jug's good. PL's good. I need someone with like a Manta, so. I like it.
I don't actually think it's bad.
Go look good with AM.
I like that. I think Luna's good. Luna can stay in there and just ult, and if they come at her, like, whatever, you know what I mean? All she needs to do is get ult off.
Yeah, AM would have gone to Eden. I don't think it'll work.
I hope I have the arms, but we'll see.
Yeah, they don't.
Oh, that's a direct bristle counter. So that's pretty good stuff.
Just seeing, like, how this is going to go. So I'm good against
Yeah, it's
Night Stalker if I initiate on him, but not the other way around. And if he gets a lot of items, I actually suffer because of the mischance in one of his abilities. Hurts a lot. Oracle's nothing to me, I'll just do something. Klink's is only painful late game, and catching him is hard. Kunkka hurts, but if I buy some tanky items like a Scotty or something, then I don't mind so much about him doing some damage to me. And Razor hurts just when he takes my damage, which is why I'm going to have a Hurricane Pike and just push myself out, or push him away from me. And continue fighting like it didn't happen. Good luck, have fun. I don't feel confident doubling down. It's kind of a weird game, you know what I mean? I don't really know how it's going to go. Who's mid, do I think? It's either Night Stalker, which is normal. Kunkka, which I'm not really a fan of, mid, or Razor. And I don't know if they would Razor mid. It could be.
Alright, well, we can't fight them again like in night time now, so basically just probably Razor or Clint Jackson, one of them. Yeah, basically. We gotta fight. We gotta make sure Ag gets up on Cardinal and then we win.
It's true. We do have the day-night thing going on here. I love that kind of thing with heroes.
Wow! Patience from Zoe.
Clinks could have bought more than that. You can buy a Basilius and Tangos. It's a thing. I do it all the time. Oh no, I missed the block. Oh, I'm so bad.
Price of points to therapy cars.
Yeah, let the range one go. Let the range one go. Fuck up.
Razor. Ah. Razor attack animation is really good with his lightning whip. It's almost like a melee. Alright, let's get some damage in here. Boop. I start ramping up rapidly, you know, my ability to out deny and last hit Razor, but it does take a second, you know.
Wow. That's a fucking early dust.
At least he didn't get it. I'll take it, you know. Ooh, that was really good by Razor. Just trying to tell Razor that I'm not afraid of him. I feel like I deserved that right there. I'm a little bit salty, but it's okay. Me and Razor are doing similar, but he's probably doing a little bit better, I feel like. Ugh. I feel gypped right there. Every time I get a last hit, though, or deny, it gets better for me. Not so good.
Patience from Zoe.
You getting this, Shadow, or you want
We got him, dude. Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't find it worthwhile for me to leave lane. I do more damage than Razor does.
to stop coming in behind?
There we go. Now I'm getting all the souls that I want. I'm actually about to max out for this level.
Take the hit. Poison forward.
There we go.
Careful. I don't know what's on good.
I didn't get that in time, which makes me sad, but it's okay. Normally I'd finish my boots before I, get greedy and go for my Ring of Aquila, but I could really use the mana regen right now. Alright, going up to 30. I'm getting very strong now that I've maxed out my souls. Make sure it's clear that Razor is not here right now. Razor has haste. Ooh, they got afraid. Oh, good. They just let me go. I don't know why. He might have been able to push that. Now, granted, I got the tango off, and I had the damage reduction on them, which is why the ult was important. It gives that 50% damage reduction to them for 5 seconds, which does matter. But I still think they probably could have got away with that.
Well played, my G. Well played.
No ult now, though. It is time for that rune. I have to go checking for it because I gotta know. Oh. Grab it. He's point blank with it. Why won't he grab it? Jeez. I did get the arms on in time, by the way. I'm pretty happy about that. And now I actually have some movement speed, so I can actually move around. Not having boots there almost killed me. If I had boots, I probably wouldn't have been in nearly as much danger. Alright, you got that next level of Necromastery.
Yeah, what's up? Burn your mana, dude. Come here.
There's my 36th. Now max that again. Now I just have to wait. I know, right? Report that rune. I can't believe that. I was point blank with the... Ooh. Point blank with it, you know? It's day 2, so Night Stalker cannot gank. I missed every time. Just trying to get Razor with as much of that beautiful damage as I can. I'm just gonna destroy this tower the best I can. I don't want to do it too much more because I'm not going to end up getting I don't want it to be denied. So I'm happy just to ruin it, basically. You know, I accept that Razor, being fast as he is. Oh, I actually need to get treads before I bother with any of that.
Sure, give me mana and then bow. Alright, never.
This is rough. Ooh, illusions. Illusions should actually help me take this tower pretty easily. I'll wait till I get treads, though. Try to wait till I get treads.
Mana.
Probably can't, actually. I was dumb. Did not make a good decision there. Raised for no reason, I just did it early thinking like, oh yeah, I'll be there eventually, essentially. Alright, I was a little bit behind Razor there.
You get with mana pulse?
Ah. I'm gonna die. Yep.
Patience from zone.
Bot out. That's really upsetting, but you know, it's what happens. I probably should have my
You go, bro. No worries.
ring on if I was gonna do that. It would help my creeps stay alive. Not against the Razor spells, but against Razor right clicks.
They took the. There's 3 top if you wanna do what you wanna do. Don't man magic.
Call's gonna get a kill here. Oh, almost. Almost, Coddle. Alright, if I really want to be an effective Shadow Fiend, and Lonely Campbell would say, tread switch. If you're not tread switching, you are being inoptimal. Give me some of these souls. There we go. He's already suffering to get that to push, so I don't really need to force it myself. I had some quick money from it. Before I upgrade to a Hurricane Pike, I need my Shadow Blade, I think. Well, I don't know about that actually, because being invis doesn't have as many benefits as it would otherwise. Got a tower, I like that.
Jack me die. Can't break them.
Let's get rolling. This gets me extra souls too. Thanks to the wonderful way that works with the skeletons. I think I actually have to kill little warren ones first. Just for the souls. Makes it just a little bit easier.
He's on cooldown, I'm bumping it.
Boys. I'm dead. That's warded, dude. That is warded.
Alright, let's get these beautiful souls. There we go. Now my damage is ramping up again. Once I have a hurricane pike, I'll be a lot more dangerous. More levels of Presence of the Dark Lord also increases my ability to farm because it lowers the creep's armor. A little bit of farming never hurt anybody. Might be farming a little bit too much, to be honest, but...
Can someone stack that? Or like, one of them, if you guys can. Stack that, dude, stack that.
I'll actually sell this so I can finish my 4 staff, because I don't really need the bottle anymore. You know, 18 minutes, I don't think the bottle's going to be super beneficial.
Go.
No, they have a war.
We're gonna ask you. It's fine. Get back. Don't dive. Don't dive, man. Don't dive. Careful.
I'm gonna see if they have another ward here.
I'll gladly spend the cooldown of my 4 staff if it gets me some farm I wasn't going to get otherwise. Need money right now. That's where I'm at. I think a Shadow Blade's still the way to go, even though they're going to have detection. Maybe I could get a blink instead, actually.
nighttime. Get the fuck out. Run.
I got chased down, unfortunately. If only I had started channeling ult a little earlier. Did level up real quick, which is nice. At least when I come back, I'll be a little stronger, but it was not great. We don't have a lot of stuns, which is one of our smaller problems. Mini stuns is all we have. And Luna doesn't have a ton of money, neither do I guess.
Oh. Good. Mana, give me mana. Alright, never mind. Good. Alright, back. We can't fight him. He has ult. We're too low. Go try. Come try. And no.
Me and Luna working together. Teamwork.
Did you have Orchid yet?
I don't think I've seen an orchid on him yet.
Yo, does Clint still have Orchid yet? Alright, cool.
This is still here. Alright, what am I gonna take? I'm gonna take it's probably Spell Lamp actually. Need to do that more damage, to be honest. This game's going questionably. They definitely have some advantage that they're pressing right now.
Fight, get up.
I'll probably just save Bristleback.
There's 4 bot, careful.
And they have a sentry here.
Yeah, they saw a bounty. Yeah, that Clint has nothing, dude. I'm out of the money.
Alright, let's just get some money for me. I gotta finish this blink eventually, you know? What are they gonna do? Try to step a little bit closer as I farm because I want to be like there in case stuff goes down. Probably save Luna.
We have a shrine, guys. We have a shrine stuff. I have ult.
Just let me get the big creep. I appreciate that. I had to back up for a second because I wasn't sure how that was going to go.
Get vision. Well played, boys. Well played. Keep going. Well fucking played. Push.
I'm regenning slowly. I have 10.3 regen, which is something that's decent, but it's not great. It's daytime.
I got the fuck out.
No thanks.
Alright, let's just back up.
We had significant damage to a tier 2 tower, which is nice. Unfortunately, we really didn't do much else after the kill, which is a little bit sad, just because I feel like we could have done something.
Fall on, fall. What are you doing, bro? Oh my god. Too late.
I don't mind sharing with Luna too much. Sharing is caring. I think that a BKB is good. BKB is good.
Yeah, we can rush. I'm done. Yeah, let's ward up Roshan, let's go. Yeah. And it's daytime, so we should go now.
It's true, we need to go now while it's still day, and he doesn't have ult up.
Get a smoke, meet up here.
This is a big thing, you know. We're trying to take advantage of where we're at right now. We have a little bit more farm than them, I think.
Or that so we can see and we need to go rush. We can go in. I'm ready, let's go. Never mind. Back.
That was awesome.
Just push. Fuck it.
Now I can just put a lot of attention into this tower, and they can't really do much about it. Kuka's still alive, so they could try to do some sort of combo, but he used ult, I'm pretty sure.
Can I pick it up or do you want it? Alright. Go heal up and we'll push. Hit the shrine, hit it.
Push top is probably the correct place to push. We need a tier 2, and the wave's already kind of close. I'm glad that I have level 3 ult now. It'll be off cooldown more often, and the damage is pretty extreme. I'll say save a team.
Thanks, Mudgy. I got one too now. Oh shit. Keep pressuring top. I can rotate bot real quick. I'll get that and I'll block that. Careful, guys, careful. Keep pressuring it, keep cutting it with. Please be careful. Please be careful. You guys can wait, back off for a little bit. Let me push bot. I'll get a TP, and then you guys push top. Because I'm gonna take this T2 if they don't come.
All right, sounds good to me.
At least get one TP, and then you guys can. I'm gonna go with this thing. Yeah, there's Gunka bot. Go. 1 minute, 1 top. You guys can go.
Hit the tower quite a few times. Oh, that's Night Stalker, and he's unable to do much. Alright, Night Stalker's too afraid.
I'll go bot. Keep hitting him. Keep him up. Keep him busy. Keep him busy, boys. Alright.
We lost bounty, but it's okay. I do very little damage right now, but I still do enough. I do more than like Keeper does, even with the negative.
Yeah, go take him. I'll take bottom.
I'm focused on this because it's the harder thing to take. Alright, Static Link's over, so I shred all over again. I think I Scotty is the way to go.
Guys, it's all Aegis, man. We can push.
Hold BKB, you
I'm
know.
gonna send the crow and the secret shop real quick. And then I have my butterfly. Yeah, it's gonna have my butterfly now.
As long as it does it at a reasonable time, it's fine.
Come back here for it. Come here. Just wait for the crow and then we'll go. Wait for the crow and we'll go. Alright, Ree. Let's go.
Cool.
Alright, go. I go. I'll be right back. Yeah, let's go.
That guy I haven't talked all game. Just suddenly heard him. I'm like, what?
That's nice.
He just popped. It's fine though. It's not really a concern.
Dags, man. Dags.
There we go.
Again, boy.
Oh, come on, Kunkka. GG. Another one game. Yes.
GG, boys.
That was so good. We're at 2 wins in a row, friends. And yes, I bet on that. I don't think we didn't get the challenge, which is unfortunate. The quest, but that's life. We're still leveling up. I still got those card packs. That's why I hate them being there. Do nothing for me. So let's take a look. Number 1, we gained 25 MMR. We're up 50 today already, and it's only 8:30. We still got an hour and a half. I almost couldn't do math. Thanks to 2 half-hour games. So, net worth. Luna was just drastically ahead of me, which is expected because Luna farms like crazy. But also Luna was getting all those kills. Luna was just doing better than me that game, to be honest. Which is fine. You know, it's nice. We still worked well as a team. Oh, I actually want to tip Luna. I don't have to tip anymore, but I still think that somebody who deserves it should get one. I already got my achievement for it. Damage-wise, it was mostly Luna, followed by me. You know, kind of what you expect from this particular kind of game. Thank God we had people actually buying support items. That's huge for us. They bought a ton of them. Good on them. And Luna pushed as well. Luna just did everything. That game was actually pretty even up until about 25 minutes, and then it just got disastrous real fast. I was top of the game for a long time, like I was up there, and I kind of fell back into the easy 3rd slot. That's because Luna stayed top, and Razor was catching up. Razor was doing well and stayed with it, but me and Razor had a similar thing where we kind of fell down a little bit, and we stayed okay. Me finally surpassing Razor near the end because I actually got kills and stayed alive in the fights. Item-wise, let's take a look. Razor went for very normal build. The BKB is very strong on Razor. Sanjiasha, which is for extra ability to outrun us and to maim us so that they could chase. Understandable. Their stuns aren't super great. They're okay, but they're not super great either. Kunkka went for a Atos, which I actually don't know when he finished it. He finished it way over here. That's really dumb. If you're starting to build the Atos with both bracers, you should probably finish it. It's so cheap, and it would have helped them so much. I think this is one of their problems. I don't know why he waited to buy the recipe. I know it's expensive, but he probably should have bought it first. But then he bought a Crystallis, and then bought the Staff of Wizardry, and a Broadsword, because I guess he was trying to buy another Crystallis. I'm not even sure, to be honest with you. Atos is smart. You should buy Atos on time, though. If you have these already, get the dang Atos, you know? Oracle didn't really buy anything. Too poor. Understandable. Nightstalker went for the early Ags, which is probably the right option here. It's very strong on Nightstalker. The problem was his team couldn't handle it. He was actually doing a lot of work early, though, Nightstalker. I respect that. He probably is one of the only reasons their team really stayed in it for as long as they did. The Vlad is a little questionable, in my opinion. Nobody on their team needs lifesteal, but that's not what caused them to lose by any stretch of the imagination. Their Nightstalker did most of the work for them. The real problem is that mid lane was relatively even, more in my advantage just because I have my passive that stacks up, and Razor doesn't get that extra bonus. It's just equal farm, equal experience, and I get to stack my passive. So I was winning mid lane by a little bit, I would say. Relatively even, though. The problem was they did have a good advantage with Clinks against our Bristleback, but Luna was farming like a monster, and we started getting kills on some of them, and as much as Nightstalker could gank during the night, it wasn't strong enough to counterbalance all of the farm. Me and Luna started gaining from farming. And then when it came to fights, Luna was unstoppable, and I helped. I basically played more of a utility role there, getting my teammates out of trouble and just scaring them back when it was a bad fight. But, I don't know, it's just bad matchup, I guess, you know. Bristle's really strong against their chase. You try to chase them, and he resistance most their damage. I can push Razor off of me or anybody else, so can Luna, because she also got the Hurricane Pike, so Razor's not going to steal a lot of damage. Kunkka's weakness, actually, I don't know if you guys know this, is a Force Staff. Yule's is strong, too, to stop him from going backwards, but it's a Force Staff because if he X's you and sets up a stun after the stun goes off, he activates the X when the stun goes off. So now X is off of you and you're in the air and the boat's about to hit you. If you get Force Staffed out of it, you won't get hit by the boat. So if you have a teammate who can Force Staff you, they can save you from the boat. So it's a big counter to him. It really hurts, actually. Night Stalker is strong, but we have some, you know, as long as he's not silenced, he misses all of his attacks. That's brutal. Luna can just take it. Just Manta if he silences and then ults. Bounty is kind of weak to it, but he's usually invisible, so Night Stalker won't find him. Brazil doesn't care because he's too tanky, and me, I can just kind of BKB and be done with it once I bought the BKB. So it's mostly a game of matchups and their inability to stop me and Luna from farming for too long. They really needed to come to us and try to gank more. Like, Night Stalker should have been all over me and Luna, but he didn't really seem like he had that capability, and his team wasn't supporting him in that. They were kind of just splitting and farming, and that wasn't the way to play it. Because if Luna gets farm and I get farm, we have ultimate team fight, because we both have huge ults that they can't stop. Clinks is dangerous, but it's not like he has a big team fight ult like I do, or like Luna does. And Razor's ult is kind of meh. It takes time to really go online as it starts to shred your armor. So if the team fight happens too fast, it hurts. They just didn't have a lot of good options there. But, you know, it is what it is. So we gained 50 MMR so far. I'm feeling pretty strong. I feel great, actually. 50 MMR is a great start. We're up by however much. Doesn't even matter. We're up 3,300 and some odd number of MMR. Maybe we can get back to 3,400 today, depending how fast these matches go. I have hope. I'd really love to see that. It felt bad going down so dramatically, so. Also feels nice to win as heroes that I don't play so often. I don't play Shadow Fiend too often. I almost never play Quap anymore. She's strong though. She's actually really good right now. I love having a big library, by the way. Most of them I just get like over time. Like, I don't like go out and buy a ton, but I just have so many sets and items and nonsense. It feels good to play Dota for a long time because you'll just run into stuff like this. Like during one of the battle passes, they did all these loading screens and other like concept art and stuff. So I just have a bunch of those. You know, you get effigy blocks as stuff happens. I just have like blank effigy blocks because I never use them anymore. You know, I have some of the ones I like. You get things like this. Battle Glory Kill Banner. What slot does that go to? There should be a banner somewhere, right? Oh, okay, this was from an earlier one. I got it. So this is the newer one. I was just curious. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they have a lot of concept art ones you got if you were in that particular international or battle pass, whatever it was. So I have a bunch of those. I just have a lot of empty sets, too. Like sets that I haven't opened yet. Because I don't want them. I already like the sets that I have for that particular hero, so I just keep them closed because they're easier to market. But I haven't bothered because, like, they're not usually worth a lot. So instead, if I find a friend who wants to trade sets, I could be like, oh, I have, you know, right, I have the Bone Scryer set for Death Prophet. If I know I have a friend who likes Death Prophet, I might be able to finagle it because it's unopened and it makes it more desirable. You know, Arms of the Bladebreaker Order set. I have a bunch. I have like 12 to 13 unopened sets. I also love having terrain as well. Makes me sad that some of them go away, but, you know, it's okay. I'm also missing the Ash weather, which makes me extra sad because I really want to have it. I don't even know if I'd use it, but it's just like the one. I think it's the one weather I'm missing because I think there are 10. There's 10 weather things, and I only have 9. Very sad. I guess that's something I could check. None are available right now, I suppose. I think you can buy them, though. I'm almost positive you can. Not tradable, not marketable. Unfortunate. I didn't have the desire at the time to upgrade my battle pass just for a weather effect, but now I'm out forever. Sometimes Dota does that. They might release it at some point in the future. Came out in 2016, so maybe a year from now they'll let you market it. But it's one of those things. Very sad. I have some music packs too, just from participating in the internationals. You get a music pack for each year, which is always interesting. I don't even know what was up with this, by the way. You can get special Spectre lines. I don't know why. It just came out one year, and I was like, what? Why do I care that much, you know? But it was an option. Always like to have options. It's taking a while. 5 minutes and 22 seconds. The flavor text. It's so weird. I just don't know why they would decide suddenly, like, we don't like the voice of this character, so if you want to, you can have a better one. The second I back up to take a drink. Oh, geez. That's clever. I don't think that most people would appreciate the gesture in that context, but I know that you're not being serious, so I don't think you're that dumb. I don't like options when either one is clearly better than the other, going back to the actual thing, like having the voice thing. I don't like it when one's clearly better than the other. Like if they actually just made like a better... Like they wouldn't make you... Imagine if they were like, hey, we're going to upgrade the model for Chikiro. It's not a skin, it's just the model. But you can use the old model if you want to. It's like, well, if the upgrade's way better, why give me the option? Just give me the better model. Now, I know it's sometimes... Oh my gosh. Failed. Sometimes it's up to interpretation. Some people are going to think it's better or worse, but I just don't like it. I don't want to have that as an option, because then you end up with all these things that are added on, like, oh, look at the voice thing for Spectre, or somebody might not have it, and it's just extra frustrating. Not a fan. Still struggling with the Trove Karif, by the way. I want to buy it just because I want to, like, you know, buy the whole 16 and get the achievement and everything, but it's not even worth it because I just hate most of these. I already have these from my friend. Akora is, I guess, kind of cool, but I know I won't get it. I don't care about any of this stuff in gold. That's meh. Meh. Kind of bad. Chikiro's cool. I mean, they're just not good. Every time I look at them, I'm always tempted. I'm like, oh, you know, I could do it. And then I'm just like, nah. Carry is I.
5 seconds remaining.
That sounds cool. See, now I would pay for that probably, depending. I'm not sure if I want to play. Haven't played Anti-Mage much recently. Who is banned? Bloodseeker and Veno. So no Bloodseeker, which is great, because Bloodseeker is pretty rough on Anti-Mage.
10 seconds remaining.
Well, the Oracle item looks okay if you had a set to go with it. You know what I mean? So adding in the Orb is cool, just not by itself. By itself, it's kind of meh. Yeah, me too. I'm kind of the same way. I don't usually like art, you know? It's a little different when, like, it's in a game, I guess, because then it's like I'm moving around with it, so it's feels better, but I'm still not a huge fan. I find a hard time justifying it. AM is okay against Rubik. Getting lifted stinks, and getting my damage sapped stinks. Well, not sapped, but reduced. Him getting Blink is pretty disastrous for us. I don't want that at all. And him getting my ult could hurt Zeus really bad, and thus everybody else. But I'm not sure if it's that bad. Interesting. I'm thinking maybe Jug. Because I'm just going to ult when he's low so that he can't grab me. It seems like a good idea to me. I'm not. I am not familiar. Oof. That's rough. That's funny.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
All right. The problem is that Terrorblade ult pierces spell immunity. So all that's going to happen is I'm going to start wrecking him. He's not going to have anything he can do. And then suddenly he's just going to go swap, and I'm going to have no health, and I'm going to get ruined. So that's why I like the idea of Jug, because what I'm going to do is... try to see what we have here. What I'm going to do is, when he's low, I'm going to ult and avoid it entirely so that nobody will be close enough so he can't steal health. I do have to worry about Legion, though, because if Legion duels me, I'll be in a problem. AP? AP what? What does AP stand for in this context? You're going to have to break it down for me. Oh, okay. League things. How dare you?
Prepare for battle.
Oh, well... I probably still have to focus on most of my right click just for being a carry. But I'll have a Manta to push, to split push, because that's the Jug way. After Diffusal. I'll probably have a Diffusal this game. It's going to hurt Rubik really bad. And Clock, kind of. And it's cheap damage. I might get a Maelstrom instead. I'm not really sure yet. But then I'm going to definitely get an Ags kind of early, because it's going to give me that extra time while I'm jumping that I won't get ruined by this jerk. The problem with Necro is that I can't hurt him when he's ghosted, but Zeus can, and Silencer can with Spells, and Mirana can with Arrow, and Starstorm, so
30 seconds to battle.
I'm really relying on that.
Patience from Zoe.
A Sunfire Cape? You talking League to me, boy? Radiance. It would activate while I was ulting and do some damage, and it would hurt Necro / make Legion miss. But I don't think that it's the build on me. If we wanted a Radiance, we'd have to get it on Spirit Breaker, probably. I can't afford to work into my build too much. It just doesn't do as much as you'd want. Like, to farm, you'd buy a Battle Fury, and then you'd cleave as you ult, that kind of thing. I just think the Radiance isn't really going to do as much as another item of similar value. There we go. If it's just a solo Clock, he's going to suffer so severely here. And then all we have to worry about is Legion rotating in when he feels like it. at this giant creep wave. There we go, that was close. I'm trying to get all these denies, but there's just so many creeps. There we go. Last hits, denies. It's a lot of work, actually. But I'm doing relatively well, all things considered. Clock is
I got a
suffering
purple stack over here.
tremendously. Denied. One of my favorite heroes when they say denied is definitely Storm Spirit, by the way. He, like, screams it. I can't even impersonate it, but it's just wonderful. It's like he knows, he's just rubbing it in their face. And it's like, that's wonderful, Storm Spirit. No! Alright, level 3. Feeling pretty good about it. Clockwork is low on health. Silencer's doing a good job of keeping him back and useless. Soon enough, Silencer can go off anywhere else, and I'll just stay here and be safe. When your denies are almost as high as your last hits, and you're not really missing last hits, you know your lane is over. Like, Clock has nothing. He has, like, no last hits. He has no experience, because I've been denying repeatedly. Nice. No. I think Diffusal is the way to go here. I'm waiting to level 5. I want to get my Blade Fury, level 3. Makes it much easier, you know, the increased damage and everything. I guess now that it's pushed in, though, I'll just go look at it. The damage is real. I got a good amount of last hits there. And I'll just pop another tango while I'm here. My problem now is I don't have any mana. In that moment, if I had just been able to get a little closer, would have been all set. But, you know, life. He's still pulling. What a man. What a good guy. Yes. Oops. Once I level up, I'll get the little boost of int and everything. Maybe I'll actually be able to use spells ever. Thankfully, Zeus is setting me up for success here. Alright, I'll see if I can take this. It's gonna be rough. We'll see. Alright, now I'll go back to base. I took, you know, half of it or so. Spirit Breaker is level 5. He actually might be able to get this kill. Oh, nice. Legion died to Mirana, which is huge for us. Can get through it. I couldn't get through this, the dumb cogs there. And he must have been leveling them a lot because they lasted for a while. Kind of surprises me, but he's dead, so that's all that really matters. Clockwork is doing awful. He is basically not even, like, playing the same game as us right now. He's level 6, I'm level 7, almost 8. He might be almost 6. I ain't almost 7, but either way, at the very least, I'm about a level ahead of him, maybe more. He wanted to do damage to me. I made sure he did basically none. Lost a bunch of mana and health. He's doing awful now. All over again. He just came in and he's already doing terrible in this lane. That's exactly what I want. It's not really worth me taking that right now. It's just going to lead to me losing a ton of health and having to go back to base. About 10 minutes, I had about 60 last hits at that point, which is amazing. And for the experience factor, I've been alone for a good portion of it. And I have 22 denies, which gives me even more experience. Alright, now that I have level 4 Q here, now I feel comfortable going over and just doing this. I'm gonna actually shrine up. I really wanted to grab the clock there, but I know where he's going.
You really should look at your bottom tower. Why is this happening?
Good thing I sent these, and I now have a lot more armor. It gave me 2.5 armor just from these alone. Plus the 20 damage, 20 attack speed. Everything that is good. Well, wait. I have no problem with that.
I got a TP scroll.
Alright, I got a silencer coming in. This is exactly what I want. Ah. Oh, yes. I figured while I have it ready, I might as well use it. Try to rush my level 10 a little bit.
Round it down.
It's level 1, so it's not really that disastrous. It still stinks, but it's fine. I'm much stronger now with my Diffusal Blade. I do a lot of damage. Diffusal was nerfed, which is unfortunate, and I kind of forgot till just now, but it's still a good item. They're trying to abuse this early push. By clock. I'm gonna push top tower because if they're gonna be distracted, it's best to oh my gosh. It's best to take advantage of it, of them being distracted. Clock is silly, by the way. All you have to do is jug is make sure there's a clear path to go in by destroying one of the cogs, and if you Blade Fury, it doesn't stop you. It doesn't do the bouncing thing because you're magic immune. Oh. It's over. That still could be nice. I'm getting a Manta because I want to do some split pushing stuff with it and farming with it, because they all get the bonus of my my Diffusal. But a Deso afterward wouldn't be terrible. Maybe I might get Deso after my Manta. That's gonna heal. Man, it's basically making me much harder to kill anyway, just because I'm getting a bunch of life as I walk, so I'm not really worried about them ganking me too much. I'll go mid because mid's probably the place that needs the most help. Now that I have my Yasha, I'm very fast. There's a wave top, actually, you're right. Ooh, that arrow, though. Diffusal blade. Oh. The end. The end. I said the end. Get away from me. I'm fast, but I'm not that fast. Run, Jug, run. I'm alive. Oof, that was scary. Woo. That's huge, by the way. We got Metamorphosis, which is like his real ult. For me, even though he didn't catch me. So now it's Juggernaut. I'm just going to farm. Wait for my ult to come back up. And then do anything I want, really. Not anything, but I'm pretty strong. We do need to take towers, though. I saw Rubik here. I don't know what I cast last. Played Fury. Not the end of the world, so it stinks, but it's fine. Two are dead. I'll take advantage of this. I avoided all of his stuff. His Atos and his heal didn't touch me. Later on, he's going to have to kill my healing ward during ult if I put it down ahead of time. Because if he ults me and I start healing at 5% per second, I'll get the chance to heal up a lot, and I might actually live because of it.
Thank you.
Just avoid it all, why not? 90 mana to prevent myself from being caught out. Ooh, that's too rough for me. I can't take that. I can see them all, none of them are near me. I feel pretty confident farming here. Oop. Dead Rubik. I'm gonna help heal me and Marana up. Now with my new $10 stats, I'm even better at attacking this tower. I'm pretty fast, but I'm not as fast as I'd like to be right now.
You guys need me to run up there, or you guys all escape?
No fight. Not a good fight. Take the opportunity to split push.
Grabbing it.
Shadows hit or miss. That's rough. Sometimes there can be problems with that. So I've been told. My mana isn't exactly where I'd like it to be right now. It's dead Spirit Breaker. Legion's got so much duel damage, and it's actually really bothering me because I haven't lost a single duel to Legion.
Watch out.
Early game stuff that could help me, probably a Deso. Clock? Clock's kind of pointless. I want Rubik myself. He's got a sentry up. Help. I'm just so unlucky with my my jump. I didn't even get the Rubik right off the bat. That was so bad.
Brutal, savage, ranked.
We didn't get the ult off Spirit Breaker, which kind of irritates me. We kind of needed it. You know, 250 bonus damage, it goes a long way.
Did
But
we get anyone there?
I didn't have enough mana really to cast what I wanted to cast. Very expensive abilities. Yeah, we didn't know they were all going to be up there either. We thought there was 2, and there was, of course, 5. Oof. My neck just cracked fiercely. He's doing a scouting ults, and it kind of bothers me. Because, it's not super helpful. It is helpful to know where they are so we don't get ganked by Legion, but in the same token, We're trying to disengage. It's probably more important just to get out here. Nothing I could do. Not a single thing I could do there, and it's very unfortunate. Huh. I actually am not familiar. We can't do anything to stop this. Legion's too big. Oh, it hasn't gained any duels since the last time I complained about them. Oh my god. Legion's monstrous. That's GG. Terrorblade wasn't even like there. Necro. I'm way more concerned about Legion. Why are we concerned about Necro? Now Necro's strong, but... I think I'm the only person on the team with like any real money. It kind of bothers me because it's like I'm doing, you know, everything. Zeus has some money. I don't know what we can do here. I'm trying to formulate an idea, but it's not coming. I need my level 3 ult. I need money. I need Legion to somehow not have all that dual damage. Oh, super. Good to know. That's true. I'm very disappointed that Legion managed to get an Axe, by the way. Like, how did we let that happen? Game's GG. There's no way we can stop that. Maybe I could fool him. I think he might have been fooled, actually. I think he was ready to cast on it, but didn't happen. There's like nothing we can do to stop this. Yep, I'm dead. Goodbye, cruel worlds. Broke Aegis. That was cool, I guess. Goodbye, cruel world all over again. I bought out because there's no reason not to. GG. Just couldn't get big enough fast enough. My team was not playing very well after the laning phase. Silencer did good, but other than that, that was not good. We lost 26. Of course we lost 26. So now we're only up 24. Net worth, I was significantly above my team. And I bought back, mind you. With my buyback, I was still thousands ahead of my team, which I knew. Most of the damage was Zeus, but then it was me. I'm not surprised about that. All their damage was Necrophos, followed by Legion. That doesn't surprise me either. They were pretty much always starting to get the upper hand on us. Now, I had plenty of money at the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, this is around the time I bought back. You know, I was shaping up to be the 4th highest. And nobody on my team was anywhere really close. But all of their carries were up there. Legion had money. Legion actually started out really strongly, I guess. Necrophos was always doing well. Terrorblade was always doing well. It was a big problem. My team just let them stomp all over us. Very unfortunate. On a Silencer build what he needed to, which is a 4-staff. Mirana built a Maelstrom, which I can get behind. And a 4-staff. I don't know why the 4-staff at Yule's would have been better, probably. Spiritbreaker built pretty typical. Zeus built a Veil for early damage and a Yule's, which is great. I mean, we bought the right items. The problem was we just didn't lane it properly. You know. Alright, CM Pro Bison. The problem was we didn't have enough like movement around the map to make it matter. So I was getting free farm, but I guess mid Zeus was losing to Necro for the most part, which is really disappointing because it's kind of a I don't know, I guess it's kind of good for Necro, but he was letting Necro get as much farm as he wanted. They weren't ganking even though Silencer was free after, you know, 5 minutes or so. 5 or 6 minutes, Silencer could have started going around. Mirana wasn't doing great either. I don't know. It was just poor play, more so than anything else. We didn't have anybody do anything. Like, I'm farming, and what is everybody else doing? Basically nothing. They were just trying to mitigate the problem, but they should have been able to actively do something, because it's 4 people versus 4 people. I have Clock stuck in lane, and he's useless. So then when it is a rotation, Clock can't even do anything. And if I rotate in, or if they come to top lane, I'm much stronger than him. But despite that, nobody on our team seemed to have much of anything going on. Which is very sad. Oh well. That's Dota, right? You just learn to live with it. And cry a little bit inside. We're still above 3,300, so it'll be alright. Oh, is that what that does? The last match? Interesting. I didn't know that. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, you lose matches sometimes. It's no big deal. You know, we tried. We didn't have any toxicity, so I can actually appreciate that. I guess I'd rather lose and have everybody be generally positive than, you know, the other way around. Man, that really does hurt. Just anxiously awaiting the next game. See who I'll play. Jug might not have been the best choice either. I mean, it's good, but I could have probably done something else that might have been a little bit more effective. A ranged character would have helped a lot. Maybe somebody who had some magical nuke as well to deal with Necro. I wonder what it is. There's only one blade here, so take a shot in the dark. I know it's diffusal blade. It is weird that cutting into your soul equates to burning mana. It's like mana is your soul now, you know? That's what they're implying. It's the mango, clearly, yeah. Enchanted mango, enchanted blade. Sounds too convenient. That's Morphling, I think. Oh, no, Gyro. I knew it was Morphling or Gyro. I couldn't tell which. Unfortunate. Not that it matters. Oof. I hate when it resets my timer and doesn't say anything. You're just like, oh, we're just going to reset it low-key without saying anything. It's nice. Thanks, Dota. Love you, too. Wait for 2 minutes and it just resets, and so it can pretend, so I don't complain. It's like trying to like trick me into thinking I've waited less than I have, so I don't complain like to anybody about it being slow. But I know it's been a while, you know. Dota should be reported. I have no idea. Nice guess. Seemed about right. Come on, jeez, Dota. I always get commands and things. I should get really fast matches. If only Moon Shard was any of those other prices, I'd buy it always. What a good item it would be on everybody. Extra night vision, attack speed, all that jazz. Just have your support by 6 of them right at the beginning of the game. Why 6? Why did I say 6? 5 of them at the beginning of the game. Just give them to everybody. 13. I know it doesn't go down to 4 seconds because that would be broken. 4-second hoof stomp would be so unfair. AoE stun that lasts for like 2.75 seconds or something, or 3.25 at max level. Stunned forever. Well, I imagine that if you take this book and mix it with a recipe, you'd get a different book. Sorry, this book with a recipe, you might get a different colored book. You just might. hate waiting after I've already given my, my breakdown of the last match because like I'm ready. I'm ready to go. That's true. Report support. Didn't buy moonshards. Chen's fast. Chen's fast, but he's not that fast. I don't think he has through 15. I think. I don't really know. I don't play a lot of Chen actually, so I guess I wouldn't know. All right. Maybe we'll double down. Let's see how this goes.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I'll think about the anti-binge pick. PL and Veno. I'm glad Veno was banned.
10 seconds remaining.
A random Kunkka. I bet he doesn't respond. I don't really want a Kunkka to be Leech Commander. Here we go. Invoker, Maybe a PA is better. Someone who carries a BKB. Jug, jeez. Some serious carries right out of the gate. I think that PA is the hero here. I think I have to because you need somebody who builds a BKB to get rid of Invoker, Disarm, a lot of his damage, Mirana damage, stuff like that. But you also need somebody who's able to stand in a fight with Legion and Jug, and they have to be able to cast through spell immunity. So PA can cast Blink through spell immunity to get Jug while he's spinning. It's rough. I think PA is really the fit here, and I'm very strong against Pudge as long as he doesn't ult me. If he's ulting somebody else, I'll just shred him. You just blink on him and he dies because he has no armor. SK with me is probably ideal. If I have to solo, I'm not going to be happy, I'll tell you that. No double down. I don't feel that confident. Kunkka just like, I don't know, it just doesn't work as well together. Tidebringer's useless in lane. I don't want him to steal my last hits, so it's very bad. X is okay. Invoca. I could have got away like an hour ago. But of course, he had to stay around and get damaged. Wasted tango and some mana. It's like, come on, dude. And of course, I had to do that. And Kunkka is not going to save my block. Thanks, man. You're the best. The only good thing is they're all focusing on the one creep. Oops, still got it. Good. Getting all those denies again. Oh, I missed the deny. Very upset. No. Alright, that wasn't gonna happen. Nobody's in this lane. I messed up there. That was really bad. This will hopefully help remedy the situation where I can go where I need to go. I can walk around and not be like in the same place, but I can still get to the last hits. I missed a couple now, unfortunately. Oh, that was painful too. Legion cannot stay here. I'll pressure Pudge too, I don't care. I elected to get this instead of just buying the belt because I want to do more damage with my daggers, and the extra 6 actually does add up. And less hits too, obviously. We got first blood, so that's good. Blur. I don't have any mana. No. I lost 2 last hits. Having no mana stinks. Come on. Ah. The failure. The misery. I'm getting hungry. I ate not too long ago. You know, I obviously eat before I stream because that's just logical. I'm still hungry. Ooh, you're getting me. These creeps, they're irritating. Unfortunately, we're losing 1-3 right now. This bothers me. I don't know why we're losing 1-3. And my lane's pretty easy, and I haven't really got that much help, to be honest. I just need my ults, and then I can really start hurting this Legion. I'm glad I didn't commit there. That was scary. There's a dead Legion. That makes things better. Alright, let's keep farming. The boring part of Dota. But the part that really lays the groundwork for how the match is gonna go. Gar. No! I hate when that happens. The crit the exact wrong moment. Waste your mana, Legion. I don't care. Got 3 levels in this Legion. This Legion thinks they can stay in lane. She can stay in lane. I don't care about the harass either. I have a Morbid Mask. Nice job, team. So big. And now that I'll have my Blightstone coming in, I'll be even stronger. Get that little bit. That'll help me farm. More damage is more lifesteal. That Legion's died twice, by the way. She's in a really bad spot. She won't be able to get her items very fast. We use Chick. What? In Courier? SK needs boots. Wish you would give me a clarity. I probably should ask, but he's kind of already moving away. I'm just gonna take advantage of my free lane. To get lots of farm, lots of experience, I'll be huge. Now they have that extra damage, it'll make it even harder for Legion to kill me, because it's 15 more damage to Legion, and I get lifesteal for part of that. What, 10%? 15. So 15% of that. 10% of 15 is 1.5. So half of that is what's 0.75, so about 2. So 2 more heal damage and 15 more to Legion. As much as that doesn't seem like a lot, I can swing a battle. Especially since I can also crit that. Let's get some real damage over here. This is amazing. That's exactly what you wanted to do. Because now I'm back to being able to farm, you know? My health's not full. Oh my gosh. Now I'm back with basically full health, and since I have lifesteal, it'll be full health soon. I'm helping push, I'm getting experience, I'm getting gold that I wouldn't be getting otherwise because I would have had to CP back to base. That's exactly what you want Kuka to do. Die, creep. I don't know where Legion is, and it worries me a little bit. I appreciate that guy's self-censorship. One of these times it'll be, oh. No thanks. Almost have level 2 ult. I'm gonna work up to that. It increases your damage so exponentially. So close. There we go. Now when I crit, it's a ridiculous hit. Almost 500 damage to that creep. Now, of course, armor affects that, but... Alright, they're busy. Time for me to push. My Blightstone will help these creeps push just a little bit faster. BKB is the next item. Top tower's gone, so that was totally worth it for us. Compared to their team, I am a little bit behind Jug. But I don't think he has as much farm as I do. Just getting some easy farm in the jungle. What is the rune here? There is none. I'm gonna try to... Kidding me? He can see that, I guess. He probably saw me TPing away from mid. Not gonna let him have this tower for free. I won my lane. This tower is gonna stay here. That's how I feel about the matter. Taking extra lifesteal later too. Can never have enough lifesteal on someone like PA. Unfortunately, he made me rotate, and because of that, I don't have a TP up. Bye, Courier. That's such a dramatic loss for them too. The Courier is like worth so much, and they obviously had money. They were gonna buy that something in there. I'm very powerful right now. This is one of PA's strong points. Still hits. That's not right. Okay. That was funny. I don't know why Pudge hooked me. That was really dumb. Bye, Legion. Good crit. Shadowfiend's doing well too, thankfully. Yeah, the game is probably over. If we play this correctly, the game is over. Had to make it clear to them that I backed for a very legitimate reason. Finish my BKB, it's worth it. Next for me, I think, is a good idea to get a Basher. Well, maybe I'll finish my Glads. No, never mind. Me getting hooked, by the way, was pretty dramatically bad there. It's okay. Stuff happens, but... I have lifesteal, I have extra lifesteal. If they don't have wards, this is a pretty easy Roche. I am risking something here, but I have BKB. Come on. Keeping high health is pretty easy here, just a matter of how long it takes. Need more crits. That's so freaking funny. Legion still lost the duel. This is my health. It's okay though. I probably should have been more cautious there. I could have taken that arrow. Bye. Oh, thanks, Invoker. Oh my gosh. I did the net worth challenge, by the way. That crit, all these crits. I am rich beyond all belief. It's wonderful, actually. Basher. The extra attack speed will go very well with my Basher. That Rax was so early, too. I have a Legion duel under my belt. I'm happy. Ah. Done. Bye, Pudge. "12 kills. This is obnoxious. And Jug's trying to split push as if that's gonna do anything for him. I will actually grab something into my inventory now. We're just gaining more and more money here. Might as well just end. Oh, Aegis pops. I'm waiting to see what they're gonna do. It's just so funny when you're like this strong. There's just little they can do at this point. I'll get an Abyssal, I guess, as if it matters. Now that I have a Satanic, I can always just fully heal whenever I feel like it. Gives me a lot of strength too, so I'm actually really tanky. Cool, cool. Bye, Jug. I'm nice. GG, well played. There's no reason to rub in their face anything. Now see, this guy wants to say like, oh, it wasn't well played, you know, because he lost, essentially, but that's not cool. We'll wrap this up quick, because this is an easy win. I haven't even died. Thank you, Shadow Fiend, for just helping finish it. Alright, GG'd, so I'm cool. Nice. Ah, of course, that's what you get, right? Guys gotta be negative like that. So on my team, I think Sand King was a pretty cool dude. I'll tip him. Commend. Wait, did I get tipped? Yes. Thank you, Andrew. Good stuff. I have an unclaimed reward, friends. Oh, jeez. I am not that excited about it now. Didn't realize what it was, but that's okay. So, looking back on that match, what did we gain? 25. So, since we gained 25, it all balances out at a 49 gain, right? Yeah, 49 gain for the day. So I'm pretty happy about that. This match will be really easy to look at. So I'm rich, by the way, as is Shadow Fiend. They have no money at all besides Jug, and it's not close. I did all the damage for our team. I mean, Shadow Fiend was kind of doing damage, but I did all, more than double he did. The real problem was that they let me farm. They let me sit in my lane, farm. They sent a Legion every once in a while, and Legion was suffering, and they didn't care to change that. They just said, eh. Pudge came up once. It didn't kill me. Came up a second time. Didn't even do anything. Just was there. And let me farm. Go where I wanted. Legion was dumb enough to duel me once, which I know I was low health, but I'm a pretty good counter to Legion to late game because I have the evasion. So Legion just misses, and I get to hit Legion back. And I built the right items. I think that my items had a big impact on my ability to kill people like Legion and stuff early game. My team did support me a lot, so when I got damaged, they really did jump in. Sand King was really good about rotating in and stunning people for me, whether I was running or coming in. Kuko was really good about Xing, and he had that one time where he saved me and got me a ton of farm because of it. All that stuff counts, That game was just progressively going in our direction. They never really had an advantage. I was always in the upper end. Shadow Fiend was ahead of me at the very beginning, which is good for him. That means he was doing very well. He never really fell behind. The only person who was keeping up was Jug. In around 23 minutes or so, he couldn't do anything anymore. He just death if he appears. Everybody else in their team was kind of meh. And Invoker started out okay. He was amongst the top of the beginning of the game, but it didn't go anywhere. Legion was just doing kind of okay. It was basically us three, and everybody else was doing all right. Their item builds, which is what I'm going to judge. So Invoker, mid, Ags is too early. You need an item before Ags. This is dumb. This accomplishes nothing for you. I've talked about it before. The benefit to your spells is smaller than other stuff. You know what I mean? You need like an Atos or Yules or Blink Dagger or something like that before you even bother building the Ags. It's just not worth it. So that was one problem. Pudge built the right items. He was just broke. Expected. Legion built an Armlet, which I guess is nice versus a PA because you have that extra pool of HP. And you can, keep Armlet toggling. It's hard to Armlet toggle against like Sand King and stuff, but it's not a bad item. I could see how it would work. Blink and then Blade Mail. I think maybe the Blade Mail should have come first because she was so afraid that I was going to kill her in duels. It's alright either way, though. It's not disastrous. Mirana bought a Midas at 29 minutes. I'm sure she was trolling, but still really bad. I'm pretty sure she was trolling, but that's a really bad item. That helped seal the deal. We were already going to win, but that was pretty dramatically bad. Jug did what I hate Jugs to do. Didn't build a single... He should have built his Defusal before his Manson. He might have been able to do more against me. That was just a mistake. Most of this is just because they let me get farmed, and I was so big, and I have such an early to mid-game influence that they couldn't stop me. They just sent bad lanes against us. Shadow Fiend did pretty well in his lane. Everybody else kind of just rotated around, and we got a ton of money. So that was largely just the lane matchups and their inability to even try to stop me from farming, which was disastrous, as you can see, because I have more money than multiple of their players combined. You could literally combine their two top, and I still have more money than them, so... which is nice. Alright, but that is all the time we have for today. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you have learned something of importance. If you haven't, the lesson is don't let the safe lane carry farm, and anything else that you might have picked up. I hope to see you guys next time, which would be this coming Wednesday. So I'll see you then.